Hi, my name's Annette Zink. I'm doing the impulse buying. Impulse, impulse purchase or disorder purchasing is the practice where products or commodities are brought without necessarily going through prior planning or carried out on instinct without any time for reflection. This is simply an activity of just finding an excuse to spend an irrelative and underdetermined amount of money whenever there is an impulse or emotional state that tempts the person to buy something. Emotional purchasing is very often marked by a lack of consideration or thought, which we then subsequently end up making indeliberate and even unreasonable decisions. Understanding why impulse buying matters requires examining its implications on various levels, self concept, and social behavior, and economy growth. It is seen that this occurs from psychological and behavior point of view. It influences on individuals' financial well-being and macroeconomics patterns. Impulse buying has serious consequences which merit a very appropriate evaluation process. The human behavior and psychology can view as the philosopher's origin of impulse buying, and a variety of factors are all noteworthy for the emotion for this. Emotion plays a great big part because it is found that this happens. Sadness, boredom, or stress can be performed spontaneously. Marketers are frequently using emotions as a targeted weapon to make you feel whether emotional connection they want you to feel. Besides that, the pool of instant happiness is one of the key reasons why impulse buyings are choices, as they quench the thirst for the moment reward or quick relief immediately. Through this system of instant rewarding, habit is formed, which in turn increases the chance of repetition in the time to come. Cognitive biases also take a place in the consumer behavior phenomenon through the security effect and anchoring effect that change gain process and can reverse the relationship and exaggerate the consumption levels at the depletion of available resources. The effect of sloppy buying on the economy is important since it results in pollution, waste production, and deforestation, as well as greenhouse gas emission, which occurs through the production and process. Secondly, impulse buying devices market dynamic and fashion and different product trends are changing based on consumers. Companies set up their marketing strategies keeping in mind that impulse buying of nature consumer tendency and stocking the marketplace with only those products that safely satisfies the impulse tendency of people. However, these changes in common spending, which in many ways can be linked to impulse buying, unforeseen shifts in consumer spending as well as demand, and as a result, business could see drops in revenue in addition to job losses and overall economy decline. It reveals a multitude of effect that impulse buying has a personal budget beyond finances. To combat impulse purchasing effectively takes a multi-conception approach that includes different options. Educating consumers becomes a crucial factor of this respect as it works in the direction of applying the clarity of learning on the subject of philosophy. The society purchase behavior following the society values. Together, these plans will create an environment where impulse buying will be less prevalent while building a culture that makes after magical considering consumption, which is factored for the exceptional future and financial well-being. The way people see values makes purchasing decisions. In addition, the social impacts, such as peer pressure and social norms, are also the factors that causes impulsive in buying economy. On a personal level, shopping on impulse has a great influence on the individual's finances. In most cases, it brings about more expedition than people can afford, hence making them break the budget, and eventually may lead to debt. Such a financial issue can narrow down long-term objectives like putting aside for retirement or making purchases such as buying a house. The money unused for impulsive would serve to a previously planned and more meaningfully spending, which is the opportunity cost beyond impulse. Whether the influence of impulse buying is for an individual or a society, it is full of social and economic consequences. It creates consumption patterns that are fueled by the consumer culture. It creates consumption patterns that are fueled by the consumer culture, which has an impact on the industry level. People to have, however, this people to have their strengths and ability to say no to impulse spending or have enough balance in their bank account is to support a stable financial life. Regulation and policies action should be a considerable priority, therefore creating a space. Purchasing behaviors by the societal values as well as the environment, besides the clements of being mindful and reflective on ourselves, encourage people to notice their emotions and impulse, which in turn enables them to have the intention rather than responding immediately, which will indirectly promote mindful consumption behaviors.